With Gowri and Ganesha festival in full swing, I had to work in triple the speed. So here I have my two gorgeous girls who have been involved with me in doing so many things, from cooking to cleaning to even decorating. We started our preps on Monday with Shreya making Deepat Tembittu. I'm making fresh green apple pickle, which we call as upinkai or achar, and Chotu is a helping hand in roasting the Mamra to make a quick instant version of Mamra mix. She takes little portion at a time and dry roast the Mamra, which we also call as churmari and mandalu at home, in the pan, just stirring continuously until they turn crispy. I'm chopping green apples into small sizes while Shreyu is breaking cashews into small bits. Now to make tembittu, measuring in 1 cup of darya dal powder, which we call as sappan pudi, 1 cup of icing sugar, around 15 to 20 finely chopped cashew nuts, a tablespoon of poppy seeds, and around 2 tablespoons of finely grated dry coconut. Chotu has finished roasting the Mamra and is happy to take over my job of chopping the apples. Adding in 3 tablespoons of homemade desi ghee for a very rich and tasty tembittu. Adding in just around 3 tablespoons of milk. The amount of milk needed is very little, so if you are making it for the first time, just add very little at a time. Shreya takes in tiny little portion just equivalent to the size of button mushroom and making it flat and pressing the sides and the center portion. Now the idea here is we place diya in this section. We use 16 tembittu and place 1 diya in each, and when it is lit, the top section turns slightly burnt, which gives a very nice smoky flavor to the tembittu. Parallelly, I have started in dry roasting a cup of peanuts. Everyone at home is working, as this festival involves a lot of cooking and a lot of cleaning as well, with Ganapati having a good appetite and enjoying food to all that is being served to him. You can also see my husband cleaning the back garden, making every space at home clean and sparkly. And now I'm using the same pan after dry roasting all that is needed to make a quick tadka, adding in 2 tablespoons of oil, a teaspoon of mustard seeds, 1/4 cup of peanuts that I stir until they turn crunchy, and then I turn off the flame, adding in 1/4 cup of darya dal, 1/4 teaspoon of hing, 2 teaspoons of Kashmiri red chili powder and salt to taste, that I combine and then add to the roasted Mamra. This is a snack that can be made literally in 10 minutes time and is a great option to make with very few ingredients that are easily available at home. And when you have plenty to cook during festival, this could be an easy recipe to do and for serving Bappa and your guests. And I'm finishing it off with the secret tasty enhancing ingredient, which is sappan pudi, which is darya dal powder. And Shreya finishes off her last tembittu. She has made around 108 cute little tembittu that can be used for lighting diya, and then the rest we are planning to serve to our friends who will be home for Ganapati Visarjan. To the apples, not to turn black, I have added in a whole of fresh lime. It also adds in a great taste and also as a preservative. I'm adding in 1/2 teaspoon of methi powder, which is fenugreek powder, 2 teaspoons of Kashmiri red chili powder, and salt to taste. I tried making this pickle for the very first time, as one of my very good friend had given me a whole tub of green apples from her garden that I had to use them for good. Now to make it more tastier, I'm giving a tadka using sesame oil, which is tilka tel, yellene particularly, but you can also use mustard oil if you have at home. I'm splattering in a teaspoon of mustard seeds and curry leaves. Adding in the tadka with the sesame oil or the mustard oil is a great taste enhancing step that you shouldn't skip. Now we are planning to make a very rich protein laddu for Ganapati Bappa with the dry roasted peanuts that we have separated the skin and placing them into a mixie jar and just whizzing the peanuts to grind coarsely. If we use the power number, it will just turn oily and mushy, which we don't want to. So just whizzing to get the right texture. Now into the mixie jar, adding in a handful of cashew nuts, a handful of almonds, a handful of pecan, a teaspoon of flax seeds, 2 teaspoons of pumpkin seeds and a teaspoon of fennel seeds, which is soft, and whizzing them to turn into a coarse powder. And now I combine the peanut powder to mix in well together. Just a whisk to get combined well. You can add any of your favorite dry fruits of your choice to this recipe. This is a very rich and healthy protein laddu that my husband often makes at home. So this is his recipe that I am using today and I am sharing in today with you all. Now to blend in, to hold all of it together, I'm adding in honey around 2 tablespoons and then we make laddus. This laddu can be saved for a very long time and can also keep you filled up for hours. Festive laddus can be made in a very healthy way too. These are some of the preparations that we made on Monday with festival to begin from Tuesday, and we do follow a lot of steps in worshipping Gowri Ganpati Habba in a very traditional manner in regards to food to Puja celebration as well. So the following day I have taken head bath and have cooked a set menu that we at home do for Gowri Habba. This is one of the dish that is called as Kai Rasa, which is a very favorite. With all the food now ready, I am going upstairs to get ready to do the puja. Swarna Gauri Puja is mainly for ladies and girls at home. This puja takes around an hour time and we followed a link on YouTube to do this puja, which was beautifully explained step by step, keeping it very clear to follow at home. These are the tembittu. After lighting them up with the diyas, they taste excellent with the smoky flavor. Puja is all done now and it's time for food that we are very hungry. Today's festive platter includes apple uppinkai, kosambri, kai rasa, padampu, dudi sambar, shavke paisa, vada, tembittu, plain rice and kobrianna. Indeed, a very big platter to just sit down and enjoy now. After all the food, we got changed to make a little preparation for the next day, as we are expecting a few friends home for dinner. So finishing off with all the fruits that were offered today in making custard, and Chotu loves chopping, so I have set her to chop some melon for us to eat now. Using the ready to use ambrosia custard, it's quite thick and is heavy as well, so I prefer adding in milk and setting it to be microwaved for 5 minutes time with around 2 teaspoons of brown sugar added. The custard has cooled down now, so now I add in all the fruits together at once. I have 2 red apples, 2 bananas, 2 oranges, 1 pomegranate, red and green grapes as well, that I'm going to keep it refrigerated later. At night, when everyone is in bed and I find it quite peaceful, that I think it's the right time to make a handmade garland for Ganapati Bappa, who will be home tomorrow morning the first thing. And I'm planning to do the puja quite early so that everyone at home can join in, and this puja will also be carried on for almost an hour's time. I have lots of fresh flowers which will be used for good tomorrow. I'm using a thread and a needle. I have measured in to the size of the idol. I just mix and match the flowers to what will combine and look good. In fact, this is the very first time I'm making a hara garland at home and found it very easy and felt really good in making it at home. If the stem is long, I chopped it before piercing. A very simple and straightforward way of making garland at home. We don't get garland here that easily, so I thought I should make garland at home. And it is a nice feeling to offer God anything that you have made from hand. Now to keep it fresh until tomorrow morning, just a couple of more hours I would say, I'm covering it up with a wet cloth. I have finished making festive food for Ganappa and now it's puja time that I tried my best in taking a few clippings as and when I could, as I really wanted to enjoy the festival to its fullest with my family. We have followed a puja vidhana on YouTube that I'm going to leave a link in the description box for you all if you wish to follow. I found the links very helpful, so thought of sharing it with you all. Time to do Mahamanglarti and also to offer food. The puja now done, me and Shreya are now enjoying masarkai, usli, kadbu, urnat saru, chitranna, plain rice and mamra mix and capsicum bhaji. We have cooked a whole lot of fresh food again for the evening puja before Visarjan to fill up Ganappa before leaving home. Is there anything else that we need to do?
No, I don't think so.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಬಾಳಿನೆಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಶಿನ ಕುಂಕುಮ ಚೀಟಿನಿ ಅದನ್ನ We have kosamri, majge huli, seeme gadde sambar, batani chitranna, mixed vegetable pakoda, plain rice, protein laddu, fruit salad and pan shots. We did a lovely Visarjan with all our friends.
Ganapati Bappa, Mangal Murti,
Gowri Ganappa with his masur butti to be eaten on his way home. The Ganappa we bought home is a very eco-friendly Ganesha who was made out of mud, melted in straight away, dissolving completely within 10 minutes time, and have now used the same water to water our back garden plants. A little step taken is a great feeling to be a part of working towards looking after our very own planet for good for years, for generations. We need not make a ban or a stop or detach ourselves from celebrating our festivals. There is always a way to look into what can be done to get it right. Let's celebrate every occasion to pass on to our future generations too. After all the festive food thali that I have been enjoying, here is a detox pack that I've got from Teami Blends, which makes me super happy. It's like the best treat to my own self that I was really longing to get started. This pack contains a BPA-free travel-on-the-go tumbler, a detox calendar, skinny tea powder, Teami colon, tea-infused makeup remover facial cloths, tea strainer, all that is needed beautifully packed in one box. So easy to get started. I have given a wash to my Teami tumbler. I'm getting started with a teaspoon of Teami skinny. In it goes, into the tumbler, adding in near boiling water, getting the strainer on, and that's it. I've actually tasted this tea that I loved it as it is. Super delicious that I didn't feel the need of adding in honey or lemon. But if you feel the need, then yes, you can add in honey or lemon or both. If detoxing is as easy as this, I would have started way beforehand. I'm leaving a link of this amazing detox pack from Teami Blends for you all to have a look at in the description box. So please make sure to check it out.